Welcome back, watch people. Now tonight I come to you with an appeal because of all the videos that I've made for YouTube and for the watch community. Tonight I feel that this video is probably the most important one that I've ever made, and it's a video and a message that I'm really hoping that every single one of you that watch this video will share with your friends. Look guys, if you don't like me or my channel and you don't want to share my videos, that's no problem, but please do share the message and the warning to everyone, because right now we are in the middle of an epidemic of watch fraud, of watch crime and robbery that is sweeping across the southeast of England up towards the Midlands, and it's not going to end well unless these people are caught very soon. Now you might remember that just a few weeks back I had a video where a viewer of mine, Tony, was caught by a switch scammer at his home. If you didn't see that video, I'll pop the video up on screen and you can go and check it out. But very briefly, Tony was selling a watch on Facebook. He was contacted by a gentleman who visited his home along with his alleged wife. He paid Tony for the watch in £50 notes, put it in an envelope with a window so that you could see the money, and somehow, it's a sleight of hand trick, when he'd left, Tony had realised that in fact there was only one £50 note in the envelope and the rest was just lottery tickets. Now since then a lot of work and research has been done, and Tony's was one of the first, but there are now at least a dozen of these similar scams being carried out by the same gang, by the same team, who are operating with total disregard for anyone's safety and with total impunity to the law. Now, in a recent scam, one victim was threatened by a knife or with a knife after realising that he was being tricked. He confronted the gentleman, who then produced a knife. Now, tomorrow night, I'm going to bring you the latest, very interesting and in-depth interview with the latest victim, who this took place just last week, and you really need to watch this video because the gentleman concerned is not a shrinking violet by any sense of the word. He's a man that can look after himself. He's a man that under normal circumstances you wouldn't mess around with, let's put it that way. But this guy, the scammer, who is in his mid to late 50s, perhaps a little bit overweight, doesn't seem to care less. He goes in, he completes his scam in this guy's home where he is with his wife and his disabled daughter. It just doesn't get a lot worse. Now, the concern for me is not only are a lot of people losing their watches to this scam, and this scam is emanating originally usually from Facebook or from Gumtree, and I've warned my viewers time and time again, please do not invite people to your home if they are answering adverts from Facebook or Gumtree. This is where this gang is finding its victims. I understand that there are some closed, safe Facebook groups out there, and I don't want to put the cat amongst the pigeons for any of those guys that operate safely within those groups. This warning is for people who are selling a watch privately on eBay as well, but on eBay, but much more importantly, Gumtree and Facebook. Those appear to be the two social media platforms that these people are using to find their next victim. Now, the worry is without a doubt that not only are a lot of people losing their watches, but these guys unquestionably will turn violent, and probably badly violent if somebody, or when somebody does eventually catch them in the act. Someone one day is going to realise what's going on. They're going to suss out that the guy has done the switch, and then things are really going to hit the fan. And I am genuinely concerned that someone is going to be very seriously injured or worse by this criminal gang. Don't forget, this guy is showing up usually either on his own or with someone who he alleges to be his wife. He says he is Italian. On some occasions he says he's Greek. We believe him to be of Eastern European origin. He's definitely not Italian and he's definitely not Greek. But ultimately, look, it doesn't matter where he comes from. The bottom line is that this guy is around 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", stocky build, greyish hair. Sometimes he's sporting a bit of a greyish goatee beard, but it's very hard because he's got facial coverings on. Guys, I mean this in the politest way that I can put it, but anyone right now who's inviting people into their home wearing a mask must be crazy. Please do not do it. The police across the country, there are numerous police forces involved in these investigations. There are car registration numbers that have been seen and captured on CCTV. We have pictures of this guy on CCTV, pictures of his alleged wife on CCTV. So far, the police forces around the country have managed somehow to avoid catching these people, and they're absolutely no closer to finding them now than they were many weeks ago when the first of these scams, these crimes first started to appear. And I genuinely fear that until someone is seriously hurt, the police are just too busy doing other things, whatever they may be doing, to investigate these crimes properly. Don't forget where you heard this first, guys. I'm appealing to police forces up and down the country tonight to pull their goddamn finger out and find these people. You've got their registration number of their vehicles, you've got pictures of them, CCTV cameras, you have voice recordings. Catch these people before they end up killing someone. And I do not make that statement lightly, believe me. Tomorrow night, guys, the latest victim will be on my channel. I thank him sincerely for being brave enough to come on and tell his story. It's not easy. You can tell during the interview that he's still emotionally caught up in the whole thing. This is a life-changing incident. Remember, he's got his wife and his disabled child at home with him, and think of what could have been. But what I need from you guys tonight, please, is your help in sharing this message. Share it across Facebook, share it across your WhatsApp groups, share it across your forums, wherever you talk about watches. Please, please, please convey this story to your other watch people friends, because guys, we need to put an end to this. We need to stop these people before someone gets hurt. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch the video tomorrow night, and we'll speak again soon.
Squadron leader. Target spotted at 0 degrees west.